Hey guys, welcome back to Sledgehammer Performance. So tonight we're in the garage undertaking a really small project, and that is replacing the decals on my fuel rail covers. The other day I was detailing my engine and I accidentally damaged one of them, so I figured what better time than to get some brand new ones and go with a little bit different color scheme. So rather than the factory red, I chose to do silver, and it was a pretty easy project. So let's go ahead and get started on that, but before we go, I wanted to mention our new merch that's available on our website at sledgehammerperformance.com, and I just happened to be wearing one of our long sleeve tees tonight. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get on with the project. So the first thing we're going to do with the Corvette is we're going to try and get the old decals off. I tried a couple of different methods, and the one that I think is going to work the best is a plastic razor blade and simple green, because simple green is what started taking these decals off in the first place. So we're going to get it wet with some simple green just to make sure that my razor blade can grab onto the stickers. Down to see how we did. Okay, looks pretty good. We got all the remnants of the red decal off of there. So when the new decals come, I'm going to wipe this down again with some alcohol just to make sure that we've got a nice clean surface to mate to, and then we will put our decal on. We're now ready to adhere the decals to the fuel rail. So in order to do this, you're going to need a couple of different things. I recommend using a sterile alcohol pad to clean off our embossed Corvette on the fuel rail, just to make sure there's no soap left over, any contaminants that are going to prevent our decal from sticking properly. I also do recommend that you use some kind of a squeegee tool. I have this rubber squeegee tool that I've used for other projects, but you can get by with either your thumb or a credit card. You just want to make sure that whatever you use isn't too sharp so that you don't end up cutting the decal. That's why I like to use these rubber ones. So we are going to be working with some blade silver decals, and I've already cut mine into the different sections that they're going to adhere to. So first of all, we have our C and part of the O, which is going to go right there. I've got the lower portion of both E's, and then I've got my long V and the double T. So to get up started, we're going to go ahead and rip open an alcohol pad. And we'll take that over the surface just to make sure that we're nice and clean. Okay, while that's drying, we're going to look at our first decal we're going to work with. We're going to make it one of the easier ones, and we're going to work with the C and the bottom part of the O. Now on these decals, when you're ready to go, I'm still waiting for my alcohol to evaporate here. Shouldn't take too much longer. This is 70%, so it's not going to take that long. Okay, we're going to peel our paper backing off, being real careful not to bring the decal with it. Okay, apologize for the cut out there. You can see that I've already not done a great job of getting this lined up. Okay, so I'm going to smooth this now with my tool on top of that protective cover just to make sure it's all adhered correctly. correctly. Don't expect this to be perfect, but I'm giving it my best try. I am not known to have the steadiest of hands. Okay, when you think you have it nice and adhered, this is why you want to leave a little bit of extra on the end, because you need to peel this back at a very sharp angle. Because if you try to peel it up and then back, it's just going to take the decal with it. So this takes a steady hand, which I'm not known to have, as previously mentioned. So I'm just going to, if you can see, I'm going to fold it over and just kind of let it peel itself right off. You can see I'm keeping it flat against the top of it here and just kind of coming at it at an angle. Okay, and that turned out actually pretty good. So we have our C and the bottom of the O on there. So the next thing I'm going to look at is doing our top of the O leading into the R. I'm going to cut this end a little closer to the edge. Just makes it a little bit easier to see when I'm trying to line it up. So that's our finished driver's side. Again, you can see there's a little bit of bubbling in there, but it'll go away. So let's go out and see what this looks like on the car. Okay, we're back out at the car, and I've got my fuel rail cover hooked back up to my electronics that are doing my fuel rail LED lights. So I'm going to flip it over, tuck everything back into place. Okay, and there's what we look like compared to black. Didn't turn out bad at all.
Yes! That's awesome!
Well, we're done with that project. Definitely a do-it-yourselfer project. Cost me about $12 for the stickers and took about 20-25 minutes for the whole project. And we'll take a quick look at what it looks like in the final form. After I got both sides adhered to the fuel rail covers, I did run over it quickly with a heat gun just to make sure I could get those bubbles out, and then also give it a little bit better chance to stick to those fuel rail covers, because I definitely don't want those coming back off. So yep, another do-it-yourself project from Sledgehammer Performance Garage, and good luck to you and yours. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time back in the garage.